So let's have another roundtable discussion in the spirit after this is over and done with about why I don't like Fox conservatism inside the city of Edmonton, why I hate the Fox far right wing, as it's called, and the Fox ultra left wing is pissing me off. The ultra left wing in Edmonton exists here. They control the far right wing. Oh, that's why the system is so screwed up. They've got it bottlenecked both ways. The Fox Christians, the Fox Jews, and the Fox Muslims in Edmonton. And to the Fox polytheists and the Fox occultists. You're a joke. You know that? But you urbanites insist that you know it's better for rural Alberta. What you think you know these people want is not what they want. It's what you want. I'm serious. The urbanites of downtown Edmonton, you got it all so easy. You live down there. You don't like to leave the city of Edmonton's boundaries. You don't like to travel out on Highway 16, Highway 28. You don't even like to go down Highway 2 half the time. You like the coziness of the city of Edmonton being surrounded by farmland and boreal forest. But you forget that we're at the 53rd parallel north and then 113 degrees to the west. But our elevation is 800 meters. Oh, right. We're 800 meters above sea level, so you consider this place to be almost like a mountaintop in the consideration that it is like a mountaintop, and we're basically Mount Sinai is what Edmonton really is under the considerations. Yeah, I'd say that's exactly what it is. But when it comes down to responses in dealing with the occult, the conspiracy theorists that is called fake news and disinformation incorporated to Prime Minister Trudeau's imagination, I would have to say the likes of you get the part about the Illuminati, but you're only just clones. The city of Edmonton has no real McCoys whatsoever. 14 of them exist here. 14 true, real McCoy indigos and starseeds held their ground on this planet, 14 of them, naturally and multi-mattered. The two of them are Tory, but there's other people under them, but she never talks about it, because it's a private matter. The rest of the indigos here and starseeds, as they're called, are a bunch of fake fraud fucking clones. They're not true indigo starseed stated people like Tory and Constance, and indigo starseeds on the inside. Oh, no. No, these are clones. Red clones, orange clones, green clones, not yellow. The yellows don't exist anymore. The blues and the purples. That's all that exists as a New Age movement here. They lived in the They lived in the salt flats of Utah. And when they lived in the salt flats of Utah, oh yeah, they lived in the Bullpen states in the half-quadranted dimensions, but the half-subdimensions between 1 and 2 dimensions of life and living. They were on the other side. I heard my crew as they were descending into the skies above a second-dimensional Earth that looked like a military garrison had been established to keep away intruders from the second, taking over the planet Earth at the second, but no military garrison on the other side at the first, a secluded private space for companions of the dead. Oh my God. Do I have to say that that's a strange thing? And when I came down with my black albatross that I stole from somebody, I realized the punks followed me from Salt Lake City, Utah at the second, chased me down all the way to Township Road 540 and Range Road 240. Range Road 240 and Township Road 540 on the second dimensional side of the same planet Earth that's first dimensional. It's literally strange, but I landed at St. Sophia's Byzantine Church. So I guess this kind of means that something went right. No investigation officially yet, not until after I'm done here on Earth. Then I have to go do the official stuff and investigate my own death, which is retarded. But I do it anyways, and, well, that's what it is. So I will say this. Edmonton is not an ideal place for indigos to live, especially from the United States of America, because they're all clones. 14 people existed up here as true stated people like me, and that's what ran the world. So whatever's doing it is clone states, and then the clone states themselves made copies of their own clone states. So when you have a primary rainbow clone running the world in some strange way, like the Cytos, they make their own climaxes in their own chromagon bodies, but then they make their own chromagon seeds to extend their own life into other branches of people where they can still coexist as a living thing until help is totally found and brought to the world that they're stuck upon. These people have their own rainbow-made cisgendered men and women that answer to them and answer to them only, and they literally think that they have the powers of an indigo starseed, but that's just in their goddamn heads. So I'd have to say, there is a strange semblance of a problem that exists here. On the surface of everything else, I would say nobody saw the other side of the problem. Calgary is a true state of the indigo starseed indigo movement. They don't have rainbow states down there. Oh, they don't. It's more of an environment meant for me, but Arcturus is Edmonton and Calgary is Altaris. That's the way I see it from the second quadrants of the universe of Arcadia 2 and Acadia 2. And then Site 2 and Area 2 and Tracheon 2. Yeah. Just repeated in the 10th quadrants of the first for some mysterious reason. So, like I say, let's just live with what we have. But, like I say, the fox-lacked fucking dummies that you are in these urban centers. I moved into the city of Edmonton about January of 2002 after being out in the city being out of the city, but being out of the city and being out in the country growing up and raised as a child in a proper space, in a proper place, in a proper environment, not in a busy, chaotic urban environment that wouldn't have cared about my childhood successes and growing up proper. No. I was growing up in a rural environment, and do you understand how that works? Rural environments are much different from urban environments, and you seem to think that the particle chaos between us both is the same way. Rural Albertans pioneered this province. You Urbanites moved in and transplanted yourselves from other provinces, and I basically hate that. I wouldn't know you. That's what we do on these missions. She is not interested in you. Oh, no. That's not a matter of... Oh. Anyways, the province of Alberta, all the Rualites that immigrated to Edmonton, you matter more to me in the long run. You Rualites and Townites, and whatever you want to call it, and Acreageites. You came to Edmonton to pursue your own life and advance it for the next life, and knowing suffering was going to exist, great. 1.4 million of you live here in this city and call this a great city like I do too, and value it a lot. Don't talk to me, but indicate that you exist and that I like you for what you are. We go through a lot of trouble, a lot of struggle to get things done. 1.5 million of you live here in the city. Scratch that, including me. Either which way, I'm going to go with the world needs us more than everything. The Rualites, I know, that sounds something different when I say it. The Rualites and the Townites and the Hamletites and the Acreageites outside of Edmonton's massive metropolis. You came down to these people and told them and criticized them about how dumb they were for going around your business and being chachi with you. January 2002 was enough for me. Zach and James, James and Zach, James and Zach, and Zach and James. I'm looking forward to being croaked out of existence when Lisa and Patty dies. The house is mine. I put it on the market. I would put it on the market pretty close to like just after she dies and sell it off for about $300,000 and then find a way to get a vehicle out there or some kind of transportation and just get to small town Alberta outside of Edmonton, only half an hour away. And you know what? To hell with the urbanite environment of Edmonton. It's ignorant and despises ruralites that surround the city. Ignorantly, these people think there are people of heaven here and a people of God and their own goddamn... it's hard to explain. The people here think their own... Though they think of themselves as king shit here, which is hilarious. And that really happens. It permeates in every known neighborhood. But you just got to know how to talk to these guys telepathically to turn them in a different direction. It's all good. It's a project of mine that I have to consider for the New World Order and Roulette Chaos. But in the meantime, the Urbanites and Urbanite Rualites that are in the city, 1.5 million of you in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, I want you to remember one thing. You are now important agents and ambassadors for your homes and your farms and your acreages and your towns, large, small, and big. Cool? Be wary of that, always. I'm beginning to think that